Hey, what's up, everybody? It is now 12:09 Central Standard Time, which means it is now Christmas and Santa has come down the chimney here. Ooh, and I forgot to mute that. There we go. Good evening, everybody. My name is Tony, and welcoming Tony. So you have a double tag team of Tony tonight. It is
Me too.
it is a balmy 53 degrees here in the Midwest on a
Mm.
Christmas day. Christmas morning. How about you, Tony?
Life is good. It's a little less warm here in the southeast. Hopefully, you all can hear me okay. One moment.
Yep. 5 by 5.
My mic sounds nice. 1, 2. All right. We're going to be, yeah, it's nice weather, obviously. And now, yes, Merry Christmas to all of us. Let's go ahead and welcome our chat. So far, our only active chatter is Scotty R37. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Merry Christmas, Scotty. And here at Drinks and Opinions on Christmas, everybody is welcome and we love everybody.
If it happened in 1914, it can happen here.
It's amazing what Christmas alcohol can do. But Merry Christmas,
It's not
Scotty.
Christmas spirits.
And other spirits.
You know. But you have a few stories that you got queued up. I'm going to go ahead and share the link out, and I suggest everybody share this link out as well. Let's get my good friend Dark Helmet here some watch hours. He's not been around for a while, but we had this idea haphazardly, and I was smitten by it, and I wanted to do it, and then I had to mention it to him. Morty. Jesus Christ, that's good beer.
That's why we call it Drinks and Opinions. That's why we call it Drinks and
Yeah,
Opinions.
you got to have a few.
Yeah.
But, I suggested to him, I said, well, I like the idea. I was smitten by it. And you haven't done anything in a while. And I figured, what the hell? So we talked about, you almost forgot, or you were just hoping that I would have forgotten in my drunken hubris, as I am often known to do. But we're here now. I remembered. You're welcome. Let's link out. Morty. Tale of Two Tonys, Christmas edition. Has a nice ring to it. T2.
I know. Like I say, we're all just here to hang out, just have a good time and talk. We know it's late, but it is what it is. And I wanted to do it from Christmas when it switched over.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like I say, we'll talk about some Christmas movies we like, maybe TV shows that had Christmas episodes we liked, watch some Christmas stories. Who knows what will happen?
Dark Helmet. Scotty is wondering if we want to extend our holiday grace to have him on the panel. That is directly up to you. You are the host.
It might be possible. We'll see. We'll just see how it rolls, and we might bring on people. We'll see what happens.
Seems good. Seems good.
Just hang out and enjoy it and make your comments, and we'll chit-chat with you.
Oh, come, all ye gentlemen, bring upon your message. Type it out on your phone, and we may read it too. Until we can't see 4 inches in front our face.
All right. What we're going to do is, since Tony's singing, which I don't care, fine with it's Christmas, we're okay with it. Let's start out with Christmas movies. What are some of your favorite Christmas movies?
Oh, Lord, well, we just got through talking about the Claymation Christmas special over there on the Tower After Hours for Fermented Cinema, and that's one that fell through the cracks. So let's just go back to some of the movies that are more prominent in the holiday spirit. Let's start with Fat Man. Mel Gibson is Santa Claus.
I've heard of that, but I've never seen it.
Oh, it's one you gotta watch alongside Die Hard. Scotty says Die Hard 2.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Die Hard 1 and 2, absolutely.
Nightmare Before Christmas is the one holiday film you can watch twice in 1 year. Polar Express. Polar
Yeah.
Express. Let me tell you, I have special connections to Polar Express because the know-it-all kid in the car is voiced by Eddie Deason, and that's a voice profile that I don't get to flex often. Is Eddie Deason, because few people know Eddie Deason and fewer people know Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory. So whenever people say, "Hey, do Eddie Deason," I end up like falling back to the know-it-all kid in the car at the Polar Express. But I can do a lot of Mandark lines too, because I grew up with Dexter's Laboratory. That was one of my favorite shows growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Not really growing up, but extended childhood. Polar Express's special needs. Well, the thing I didn't like about Polar Express was the vacant expressions in the models on the faces. The expressions were very, very vacant and dead because it came out at that time whenever, it's like, but you really can't use that as an excuse because then you have things like Toy Story, right? Where that came out 8 years prior and looked much better in the emote department of CG. So I guess it really came down to studios and budgets and, but that's just a few of mine outside of like Violent Night and Christmas Sleigh and Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Garbage Day, had to quote the meme. So I'll pass the ball back to you. What are some of yours?
Well, one of my new ones, oddly enough, you mentioned was Violent Night. What? You know what? That movie, nothing in that movie should have worked. It should not have worked. And it should not have been as good as it was. But it worked. Everything in it worked. All the references worked. They were well done. It was creative and it was fun. It shouldn't have worked. It genuinely should not have.
Right.
And I loved it so much. It was so much fun. And it had a wholesome ending. It really did. The ending redeemed it even more and made it just such a wholesome movie to watch at the very end because, it was about, belief in Santa, belief in Christmas. Then you had Santa, which they actually explained in a very good backstory that worked surprisingly well with him being a Viking and it's 1,100 years ago and why he was such a badass. But they did a smart thing and they didn't make him indestructible, which made it even better.
What do you think about Krampus?
I liked it.
I thought it was fun.
I thought it was fun. I didn't enjoy it as some other things, but I still enjoyed the concept of it, if that makes sense, because, you've been naughty kind of thing. The concept was good. I think it could have been executed a little bit better, just for me personally. This is my opinion, but I still enjoyed it.
Oh, Krampus was one of my favorite horror movies. Next to Violent Night's more of an action film, but then you have Christmas Sleigh where Goldberg was a psycho killer Santa. That was pretty fun too.
Bill Goldberg?
Bill Goldberg.
Nice.
The man who defeated Bill Gilberg.
And he smacked around the rock.
Yeah. I loved Gilberg. Gilberg was one of my
Did you know he hated that character at first?
Who, Gilberg?
No, Goldberg hated the Gilberg character at first.
I believe it.
Did not like it at first, but no, apparently he grew to like him and they apparently get along now. But yeah, he didn't like it at first.
Oh, I believe it.
When they first pulled it off. Yeah, I'd say another one of my I guess today, now that's Christmas here.
Merry Christmas, Lemon Pie. Good to see you.
Merry Christmas, Lemon Pie. Hi. Because I'll be watching at least half the day will be A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story is really good.
I only watch it on Christmas Day. I will not watch that movie any other day of the year. It has to be Christmas Day because they show it all day long here locally, and I make sure it's only a Christmas Day tradition.
Oh, yeah.
I never watched it before. That way, when I watch it on Christmas Day, I enjoy every moment of it.
Oh yeah, I
That's a
love.
classic.
It's a classic, and the sequel does it justice. There's some things that the sequel can't do simply because it can't do it.
Yeah, I watched that.
It's
I
not
did
like it didn't want to do it. It's just it can't do it.
I think I did a review on it. I watched it. I enjoyed the sequel. Well, I know they had 2 sequels, I think. They had one that was an unofficial one, 90s, early 2000s, something like that. But then they had the official one where they brought a lot of the original characters back, except for the mom. It wasn't the original mom, I don't think. But because I think the dad had passed since. But they had everybody else in it. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. Was it as good as the original? No. Was it still fun? Yeah, I enjoyed it. The heart was still there, so I had fun with it. I wish we would have seen the Lego lamp, but it was destroyed.
It's just one of those iconic things. But my favorite scene, as I was telling with Per Minute Cinema, I don't think I did that in the pre-show, because he was lamenting about how he couldn't have a few drinks with me on the air, even though I can't have a few drinks on the air on the Tower After Hours because I have to produce, follow the script, make sure the show's going good and all that extra stuff. So I can't just, cut loose and drink. So I always got that back in my head kind of like worry, that the show will foobar in some way. But, he was lamenting the fact that he had to go pick the kids up. And so he couldn't be that rosy-cheeked, red-nosed Santa Claus, because every mall Santa has a few beers or a few drinks from the little flask he keeps in his jolly red suit. And I hearken back to the scene whenever Ralphie climbs with massive effort, climbs up that slide, and there's that mall Santa after hours. He's got his beard down. He's talking with his friend, having a few drinks, and he's like, "I want to rewrite a BB cut. I want to be able to do that." And you just see him look at him and go, "You'll put your eye out, kid." And you just saw like his dreams get crushed, emphasized in the scene of the first person view of the mighty boot of Santa.
Right on his forehead.
Like crushing his hopes and dreams, and just symbolically, that whole scene's perfect. I love that scene.
Oh, that was good. That was one of my favorites. The bunny suit scene was that poor kid. Oh, that was brutal. Every time I see that, I'm like, oh no.
Dexter's Lab ripped that off too. Dexter's mom at one point was like, "Only if you do what I asked." And he had a pink bunny suit that he had to go and put on. Now I'm a little bunny. And then his mom was just like, hop around. I'm here for Easter.
No, that bunny suit was just, that was horrible. That was just so bad. So bad.
Merry Christmas, Lemon Pie. I hope that you have a good one. And we are now officially into the Christmas day here. I'm an hour and 23 minutes. My good friend in the Midwest is 23 minutes in. About to be 24 on the mark. And I believe that this is the best Christmas celebration that I've had so far. Could be the spirits, but
Maybe.
Well, the thing is I'll level with you for a little bit. My family don't like me. And whenever the Starksmas parties, that's what they were called, a branding that I did not migrate to YouTube, even though Starksgiving made the cut. Holiday blues will get you right in the keister. So
crap it. Yeah, our past few Christmases now since 2022 have been actually just me, my mom, and my daughter. Because all my uncles have passed, my aunts have passed, my grandmother passed in 2020 on Halloween, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, she loved Halloween. It seemed appropriate, actually. She loved Halloween, so it was just appropriate for it to happen at that moment. So we never looked down on it for that. We actually were like, you know what? It's appropriate. She loved Halloween. She went on, and the weirdest thing is when she passed, we the hospital, even though it was the height of the world tour.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor's like, no, you can all come in. He was not playing that game. He said, people should not pass alone without their family. He's like, come on in. So we went in, and the weird thing was, we talked to her, because they had her on pain meds, just making her comfortable. That's all they could do. And she would mumble to us, Anybody that's been through it, you hear them mumble. It's just, they don't know what's going on. But she would start talking at the wall perfectly normal at people that had passed years ago. She was. And then she would be crystal clear, and she'd start talking to like passed on brothers and stuff. And we're all looking at the wall, looking at each other. We're like, "Whoa, she sees something we don't." And it was that it happened. It was the weirdest thing. She would mumble to us because, normal, could being drugged up and stuff like that, making her comfortable. But yeah, she would look at the wall and talk perfectly coherently, like she was talking to people that had passed away right there in the room that we didn't see. It was the weirdest thing.
It's something that I like to bring up about the passing on, the spirits, the lost. It's very difficult to discern the machinations of losing a loved one. Some people appear to others like your story.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them appear to me in dreams, and which is a way that I know that it's true, because I used to have recurring nightmares when I was a kid. I became a lucid dreamer one night because I said enough was enough. The monster that tormented me for the better half of my 9 years of my nascent childhood life was filled full of holes with a UT-99 minigun. I shit you not. I said enough was enough, and I unloaded a UT minigun, even had the little arm animation holding the handle of the weapon, the spinning, the spraying bullet effect, the trails, and the monster went, oh, and then it even had the little red text in the corner going, has been riddled full of holes by Tony. Since then, I've been able to command my dreams. So when I lost the person that was basically the father figure in my life, it was one of the few dreams that I couldn't control or have influence over. And I knew that was the reason why. And he said, everything's going to be fine. It sucks that it happened. Don't worry about it. It's cool over here. Like, he's very level with me because he was always level with me. He didn't speak cryptically. He didn't say anything that was out of character for him. It was so organically impactful that I knew that I was speaking to him as he was passing. That the only way that I would have believed it would have been if I wasn't in the control of my headspace. Because that's the power of the consciousness past the physical.
Oh.
And I firmly believe it. As a God-fearing man, as Christian. Yes, Jeff. Eggnog and Jameson time, baby. Jeff is good people, and he's my executive producer. You want him on, brother?
Who? What? What?
Jeff Wyatt. We've bullshit with him on my show.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, you want me to send him a link?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, you're the boss.
It'll be $6.99 for the first minute and $2.99 for each additional minute after the first 3 minutes. Christmas deal.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the old days of calling those 1-800 or 1-900.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be $3.99 for the first minute and an additional $1.99 for each additional minute afterwards.
Well, I can't find Jeff on my Twitter. Jeff, can you cue me up on Twitter? I have a lot of people that I've talked to. Gary, Dillard, Jedi Bill, Heather L, Doomcock, Bello, Gary. Where are you? Oh, no.
Oh, daddy.
Why? I think I went too far because, no, there's Fat Andy. No, where are you, dude? Can you keep me up on Twitter, Jeff? And what about Scotty? He's begging to come on. Your call.
Well, let me read the. Hey, while you try to deal with Jeff, I'm going to read the first Christmas story.
Yeah, sure.
I'll get that, and that actually works out well to read that. All right, everybody. These are all royalty free that I've looked up. It'll be a Russian Christmas story. Babushka. I assume I'm saying that correctly. Babushka.
Babushka. Привет.
Babushka.
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 Babushka. Keri ush the ka.
Trust me, these are Christmas stories, and ain't nothing political. We're just reading Christmas stories here. That's all we're about here.
Давай.
All right. So the first one will be Babushka, a Russian Christmas story.
It's good.
Sorry, I'm not a fast reader, everybody, so bear with me. I can read fine.
Yeah, I have to read my news segments, man. I have to get good or get out.
Actually, I'm gonna get my glasses to stay safe.
There you go. I dread the day that I need bifocals. No pressure if you have bifocals.
Oh no, I can see fine. It just zooms it in for me a little bit. I actually saw it perfectly fine. All right. It was the night dear Christ child came to Bethlehem, in a country far away from him. An old woman named Babushka sat in her snug little house by her warm fire. The wind was drifting the snow outside and howling down the chimney, but it only made Babushka's fire burn more brightly. How glad am I that I may stay indoors, said Babushka, holding her hands out to the bright blaze. But suddenly she heard a loud rap on her door.
Mm-hmm.
She opened it, and her candle shone on 3 old men standing outside in the snow. Their beards were white as snow, and so long that they reached to the ground. Their eyes shone kindly in light of Babushka's candle, and their arms were full of precious things, boxes of jewels, and sweet-smelling oils, and ointments, actually, correction, sorry. Okay, that was killing my eyes, actually. We have traveled far, Babushka, they said. And we stopped to tell you of the baby prince born this night in Bethlehem. He comes to rule the world and teach all men to be loving and true. We carry him gifts. Come with us, Babushka. But Babushka looked at the driving snow and then inside her cozy room and crackling fire. It is too late for me to go with you, good sirs, she said. The weather is too cold. She went inside again and shut the door. And the old men journeyed on to Bethlehem without her. But as Babushka sat by her fire, rocking, she began to think of the little Christ child, for she loved all babies. Sorry, I'm zooming in here.
Are you good?
Sorry, it's the first time I've done this on air, everybody, so bear with me.
Dude, we all started once. I'm still very wet behind the ears. You're doing great.
Tomorrow I will go and find him, she said. Tomorrow, when it is light, I will carry him some toys. So it was morning. Babushka put on her long cloak and took her staff and filled the basket with the pretty things a baby would like, gold balls and wooden toys and strings of silver cobweb. And she set out to find the Christ child. But oh, Babushka had forgotten to ask the 3 old men on the road to Bethlehem, and they had traveled so far through the night that she could not overtake them. Up and down the road she hurried, through the woods and fields and towns, saying, whomever she met, I will go find the Christ child. Where does he lie? I bring him pretty toys for his sake. but no one could tell her the way to go. And they all said, "Farther on, Babushka, farther on." So she traveled on and on for years and years, but she never found the little Christ child. They say that old Babushka is traveling still, looking for him. When it comes Christmas Eve and the children are laying fast asleep, Babushka comes slightly through the snowy fields and towns, wrapped in her long cloak and carrying her basket on her arm. With her staff, she raps gently on the doors and goes inside and holds the candle close to the little children's face. "Is he here?" she asks. "Is the little Christ child here?" And then she turns sorrowfully away. Sorry, I couldn't pronounce that. Crying, "Further on, further on." But before she leaves and takes a toy from her basket and lays it inside the pillow for a Christmas gift for his sake, she says softly, then hurries on through the years and forever in search of the little Christ child. And that was Babushka, a Russian Christmas tale.
Привет, давай. Yeah, done. I just want you to look at your chat right now. It's popping.
Oh, hey. Sorry, everybody. That's my first time doing that. One, I was a little nervous, too. I'm not a fast reader.
Let's welcome Fet for Hire, Duncan Wright.
Hey, what's up, Fet? What you doing, brother?
Darren Wagner. He's got to go to bed, but he left a like. Shigima. Bow, Darren Wagner.
Awesome. Welcome, Duncan Wright. Welcome. Shame I missed you, Darren Wagner, but I was reading.
Got a subscriber from him, too.
Nice.
There you
Sweet.
go.
Well, thank you. So, now that we're talking Christmas stuff, still trying to decide what next Christmas story to read, but we were doing movies. Let's do some TV shows. What are some TV shows with good Christmas episodes you enjoyed growing up?
Christmas episodes. I hearken to the first 2 seasons of Teen Titans. Alongside Teen Titans, Trouble in Tokyo.
I'd say some of my favorites were from Home Improvement. I love how when Jill's dad came into town, he helped Tim beat the proctologist, and they had snipers that popped out of the roof.
Well, if we're going to talk about old Christmas episodes from old sitcoms, Married with Children had that shit on lock from
they did
9 to 92, all 3 years from those two, man. Perfect Christmas episodes.
Oh, they had fabulous Christmas.
Al met Santa. Holy shit! I'll be right.
I liked when Al played Santa and Marcy sat on his lap, and Jefferson was looking for her, and he was grabbing every 12-year-old boy, going, "Marcy, oh sorry, little guy." And then he didn't realize Al was Santa, and he's like, "I got you that push-up bra that you like, and nobody will know, not even Al, except me." And then Al pulled his beard down and went, "And me." Oh, they had some great Christmas episodes. They really did. And there he goes. He's taking a dump. All right, everybody. Tony will be back. He's taking his he was taking his. Right. Yeah, you were taking your Christmas dump. You were dropping a Yule log. Don't lie.
Oh, come all ye clear as streams, almost as if it's beer pushing it through your bladder so diabetes doesn't show.
It's all right. I was driving around all day listening to inappropriate Christmas songs.
Oh, I got a couple. If you'll permit me, I'll sing a few Bob Rivers tunes for you. I know those by heart.
Are they royalty free?
If it's a cappella, it has a hard time for a small channel to be detected. But I also have a few parody songs that I've wrote, so you ain't got to worry about that either.
Well, if you want to sing a parody song, sing a parody song. Have at it, my good sir. I read a story. You can sing a song. Enjoy. Have at it.
Go back and forth with it. We'll do 2 for 1, though.
Yeah.
This is your show, not mine.
No, come on. You're getting full screen treatment here. Get your song ready.
All righty.
I'm trying
to spirit. Now I did a full version of this song, mostly off the cuff, because I added the karaoke track to it. But I'm going to give you all the light version and the lack of the bartender arguing with me as I was getting drunk. This is my 6th beer, so hopefully I can carry the tune. It goes a little bit like this. Christmas spirits with libation, needing Yule inebriation. I don't care what you get me, just so long it gets me wobbly. I'm at the deck, I'm downing shots, plucking them like forget-me-nots. What poisons will I choose when all I want for Christmas is booze? Bum ba da da bum ba dum ba da da bum ba dum ba da 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 da. Remembering my first vodka way back when I was younger, it was love and I was smitten, or at least I was couch ridden. Where's the John? I gotta piss. Please send someone if I miss, because my aim is loose when all I got for Christmas was booze. Bum ba da da bum ba da ba da da bum ba da ba da da da. Oh, bourbon beer, yeah, Scotch whiskey. I am feeling rather tipsy. Broke the seal, it's flowing through me, and now I'm feeling rather ornery. I'm at the bar, I'm picking fights. I'm at the drunk tank tonight, 'cause I'm going for a cruise. Woo! 'Cause all I got for Christmas was booze. Oh, booze. Cheers, you filthy animal. There you go.
Ta-da! That was good. Well done.
Oh, yeah, I workshopped that at work, too.
But yeah, you're right. Home Improvement had good Christmas episodes. Freaking Married to Children is some really good. And you know, it's weird. As dysfunctional as that family was, Al still tried to give them something, even if it was ketchup packet.
Refresh the stream gave you the mod. Fit for hire. Is he blue? I need a blue wrenchmas.
Without you. Oh.
I made you a moderator. This is true.
Oh.
Kick people and put them in timeout too.
Oh.
Got a blue wrenchmas.
Blue wrenchmas. I actually had to play Elvis in a school play once. That's why.
Yeah, you got a pretty good king, dude. You got a pretty good king. I wasn't trying. I was just improving. I was focusing what little sober brain cells I have left towards improv.
I was with it because I actually practiced it back then. I think it was 4th grade. I had to do it. They had the outfit and everything. I had the white full body suit. They had a little wig for me to wear. I had to learn it, and it was 4th grade. Really, you threw me into Elvis in 4th grade.
Duncan chat says DC and Tony are the GOAT at singing. DC first. DC, I think, has formal training. I just wing it. And sometimes it sounds good. Maybe something good. Maybe something not good. But thank you for the compliment. God bless you and Merry Christmas.
I always forget on here how to freaking highlight comments. Sorry, everybody.
It's been a minute since you've streamed. That you got me here. I got the power in your corner now.
Yeah, I just don't remember where you could pull it up. And wait a minute, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm an idiot. I was totally on the wrong thing to do that. Sorry, everybody. I'm a tool bag. It's been a while. There we go. I was on the wrong window. Oops.
Were you highlighting it from the YouTube?
Yeah, like an idiot. I'm like, why ain't this working?
You need to have a drink.
I wish. I'm out.
Oh, you're out. I'll drink one for you. Cheers.
That works for me. Because I didn't think ahead and buy more.
I'm just drinking beers tonight. I'm going to save my Scotch whiskey for tomorrow. And yes, when I say Scotch whiskey, I mean Macallan 24-year Scotch whiskey. That was my present to myself.
Yeah, I finally tried. What the hell was it? Trying to remember the whiskey is one DC likes, but the
DC
shot.
likes multiple whiskeys, but he's
I
currently
know.
with Tullamore Dew.
Tullamore Dew. That's what it was. That's pretty good. That's
It's
really
Irish
good.
whiskey. It's better than Jameson. It doesn't have the same
I
after.
think it's better than Jameson. I agree because I'll put an ice cube for me. I like an ice cube with my. If I have like a dark, like a whiskey or something, I like an ice cube in there. But it's very smooth. I actually did genuinely enjoy it. I really did like it.
Scotty R37 in the chat says, I got some Woodford on an itch. Woodford is very good bourbon, and you're talking to the Kentucky boy that loves bourbon. Bourbons. Woodford Reserve is good with a cigar, as is 1792 and Very Old Barton.
I like Jameson, but it almost seems like a basic white person whiskey.
Well,
it does.
Story, and this is a Halloween story, but I had a friend. His name is Zeke. I won't say his last name because duh. But he's got Irish in him, and so we just marathoned the Leprechaun movies, and we would just go shot after shot with a half gallon of Jameson, and we talked in ridiculously bad Leprechaun Irish accents. Morty. Oh, jeez. And rhymed the whole time. Now, he wasn't as good as the improv for the rhymes, but I was. So I tackled that character and just... I really wish I had a tape recorder or something recording. Because that was comedy gold. We both woke up with such a massive headache. Because between two guys, and he's a skinny kid. Like, he's like 23, tiny... featherweight kind of guy. Me, I'm, 5'11", 250 pounds, big old country boy. I'm going to knock back my whiskey. So when I woke up with a headache that morning, I knew he was in rough shape. And I was like, you good, man? He's like, don't worry, I'll clean it up. Are you good, man? Don't die on me.
No, I've been there a few times.
Yeah.
Not so much since I hit my 40s because it takes a lot longer for me to recover now. A lot longer.
I know you dig bourbon, Tony, says Scotty R37, but I like my Kentucky with a cigarette. See, that's where you and I differ. When my sister and I, when you grow up, your kids, right? You're like, hey, let's just raid the parents' cigarette pack. Let's just get a mom's purse and grab a Stuggo, I took one puff of a cigarette and I hated it. Absolutely loathed it.
That was opposite for me.
But I love a fine cigar, and I smoke other things too.
Well, so do I. But the odd thing was, mine's reversed from you. I started with cigars because my friend, his dad used to get like Swisher Sweets. This is 90s. Yeah. I mean, early 90s. And
were actually cigars and not just brown cigarettes with flavored paper.
Yeah. And I would get a handful and hide them, because I was a kid, I'd puff them in the basement. I had a train room where I had a train layout and I could open the window in the basement. So right out, never got caught. And I hated them, but I still did it. Cigarettes were like the opposite for me. They didn't make me sick. Cigars did at first. I still love cigars, but it was just, I hated them at first.
Scotty says, cigar smokers are liars. I don't inhale and I smoke for the flavor. No, when I smoke a cigar, it goes into the lungs.
No, if I smoke one, it's the flavor.
I don't know what it was. I hate cigarettes. I smoked one cigarette and I was done.
Like cigars for me, I don't inhale them. I just puff on them. I like the flavor. I'm that person. I'm a flavor person.
Falling into that trap, man. No, you got to inhale your tobacco.
Well, I don't get cigars. I don't get them that much either.
Yeah. No, I inhale my tobacco. I like.
The problem is a lot of them cigars out there garbage.
Yeah. No, I like regular tobacco without the rat poison.
That's like going to like a corner store or like just a cigarette store, and they say we sell cigars here. They're garbage cigars.
I could go for hand roll cigarettes. Go for hand rolled cigarettes as long as it's like natural tobacco. But I'd rather just skip all that and just get a good Stuggo. And whenever I get a good Stuggo, it's not cheap.
Oh, I wish I had an actual real Cuban once. Real Cuban cigar. Not a fake one. Real one. I didn't ask.
So,
I didn't ask. I did not. I did not ask how this person got them. And this was years ago, and dude, that was probably the best cigar I've ever had.
oh yeah.
It was just stunning, and it was a real one. It was just, oh, it was just amazing. It tasted clean, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It didn't taste like it had all that crap in it, like a lot of other cigars. It was very good.
I like my cigars wrapped in a nice sweet paper and unfucked with. I don't want that rat poison. I don't want all those chems and those preservatives. I want a true, legitimate Cuban, unfucked with, unchemically altered cigar. Okay, thanks.
In Seattle, Jeff White said in Seattle, I remember. Sorry, I'm having to learn this, doing this at the same damn time.
Take your time, and if you need pointers.
No, when you have ADHD, this is rough.
Oh yeah.
It's like all over because I got two screens going too, so it's like.
And he's saying over meth or crack. Well, in Kentucky and in Tennessee, that's where the border is with the fentanyl that people want to just put in their arms, and the fentanyl that they want to smoke is the Ohio River Valley. Anybody from Ohio up will go for crack. Anybody from Kentucky down will go for meth. I don't fuck with fentanyl unless it's Coke. And the only time that I fuck with Coke is if I don't have coffee or Energon lying around. I'll buy like a gram of Coke for $100, and then I'll have it for like 6 months. I use it as a wake-up pill. I don't even use it like Coke heads do, or it's when I have to have a big crunch and get something done, I take just a wee little bit, I put that bad boy under my tongue, and I let it dissolve into my brain pan, so I even am getting it in a slower fashion. Because I know how bad any kind of like fentanyl or ephedrine is for your heart. And as an alcoholic, my heart's not that good. I'm not.
Or your liver.
Yeah. Well, I have more holes in my liver than craters on the moon. I got a good 10 years before old dad's getting kicked into a hole somewhere. That's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is just going the way of a heart attack. That's what I'm worried about, which, of course, booze is very good for congestive heart failure, which, of course, leads to a heart attack. That's the reason why if I don't need to drive there, I don't. I walk or bike wherever I go. I keep gas in my car. Minimalistic lifestyle. I could send Tony a liver to Tony if he paid for shipping. Yeah. But the PBRs, though, Scotty, you got a few. I mean, you have less craters in your liver than me. Like, seriously, those like clickbait videos with all the holes in people's hands and knees and shit. That's kind of how like my liver looks, but a lot more green. Like a lot more green. I am, as Stewie would say, cirrhosis the wonder dog.
All right, Tony, we're gonna read our second Christmas tale.
Yes,
here.
I was about to say this is a good segue.
And our next Christmas story will be 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
There you go. And I may give Sean Carter some props and read his poem that he had me read a couple of nights before when it's my turn.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, everybody. I'm going to read you now. 'Twas the night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, I guess is how it said, and I am in my cap, had just settled in our brains for a long winter's nap. When out in the lawn there arose a clatter. I sprung from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon was on the breast of the new fallen snow, gave the luster of a midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
Mm.
When a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash all away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing, the pawing of each little hoof. As I drew my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. The beard on his chin was white as snow.
Mm-hmm.
The stump of a pipe he held with his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and little round belly. He shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jelly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke no word, but went straight to his work, and filling all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside his nose, and giving a nod, and up the chimney he goes. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team he gave a whistle, and whilst they all flew like down of the thistle. But I heard him exclaim, or as he drove off out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Ho, 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 ho. Ta-da.
Well done. Spot fun, spot fun. Spot fun. Jeff White says it's being animated in my head, rough drawn like the spoken word, almost Soviet.
Da,
Привет.
comrade.
Da, comrade.
If you look at Santa Claus, he was not a capitalist, but a socialist. He was.
What if I told you that I have story from the old days in Union?
And he wore red, so he was a comrade.
Back in day in Union, I was working wall. My friend came up to it. He was shot. I asked the man, why you shoot my friend for? He's clocking in early. I'm trying to upstage his better man. So next day come. New friend came by. New comrade was shot. I looked at my comrade working wall and I said, why you shoot him? He is late and therefore beleaguered by his fellow co-workers. So I said to my good friend, well, I will make sure that my third friend, Yuri, will be on time. New shift happens, we work wall. Whilst on wall, new friend arrived right on time. He was shot. I said, now what do you mean to do that for? Oh, rumors said he had American-made watch. Womp, 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 womp. Anyway, I suppose it's my turn to read, but you actually have one more thing to read. We're doing 2 for 1. You do 2 for 1. It's your show. And then if you got another tale, well, Dark Helmet. Did you poof?
Nope. All right, there we go.
Remember, there you go. Read one more Christmas story, and I just did a Soviet joke because you did a Soviet joke.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to tell a Christmas story of my own, just a memory.
That'll work. After
What
these
this
messages, I'll be right
back. The more you know. All right, Christmas story. It's not bad, but I should have gotten a lump of coal for this one. I think I was maybe 12. You know, I had my first train layout. My stepfather had built for me, you know, because he had a lot of physical and health problems, so he really couldn't do anything. But that was the one thing he was able to do. Anyway, he had the train layout down there and decided to be a ballsy little bastard. I think it was like a week before Christmas, if I remember correctly. Went down and saw Christmas presents with my name on them. Opened them, 2 of them, because they were the same size and same weight. And it turned out to be 2 model train engines that my mom and stepfather had gotten for me. And like an idiot, I put them together, literally put them completely together, assembled them, thought I wouldn't get caught, put them back in the box, tried to wrap them, and apparently I guess the wrapping looked like somebody that had nonstop seizures did it. And the wrapping looked like crap, and in my mind, my 12-year-old mind, nobody would figure it out. But yeah, they figured it out apparently the same day and didn't say nothing until Christmas Eve. Took them away and said, "You're not getting these because you opened." Santa was not happy with what you did. Even though at 12, I didn't believe in Santa. Took them away, gave them back to me Christmas morning. Oh God, yeah, that did not go over well. I didn't live that one down for years. Well, because I put them together like an idiot, thinking they weren't going to, 1, notice that they were fully assembled, and 2, that I tried to rewrap them and it looked just atrocious. I mean, bad. We still talk about that, and that was crap. Problem. Yeah, 30 years ago. And we still talk about it to this day. Every once in a while, my mom, when I see her, she'll bring it up. I'm like, oh, God, let it go. She's like, nope. I'm like, damn. Just like a woman, not let anything go.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't say it was a good memory. It was just kind of one of my more memorable ones because most of my Christmases were average. They weren't not bad or anything. They just weren't like TV, expectations versus reality when it comes to Christmas. But they were normal. But that was just like one of the more memorable ones I had, even though it was bad and I was on the naughty list.
Mm-hmm.
That still gives me crap to this day. So what about you? What are some of your memorable Christmas memories, if you have any?
I remember I got a Super Nintendo Entertainment System for Christmas. And to put this into perspective, everybody else had an NES. I had my dad's old Atari 2600. It was a Woody. And I went over to a friend's house and played his NES. And this was, he didn't have a Super. Super was out. And I'd been content with, just the NES. But he saw something in my eye that night whenever I was playing an 8-bit system. That whenever that 16-bit system was on the shelf, and at the time it was a $500 system. He got it for me. And it came with Super Mario World, but he also bought the first separate game of it, which was Mario All-Stars, because I was enamored by Super Mario Brothers 3. And it was my first foray into gaming on a competitive level to where I wanted to unlock everything. Wanted to have 100% completion. Wanted to explore every nook and cranny, find every hidden one-up. Go to the back door of Bowser's Castle at the end of Super Mario World. I unlocked the Halloween Koopa Troopas in Super Mario World by accident. All I wanted to do was complete the Star Road. That's all I wanted to do. And then whenever I went back to the main levels and played through a main level, there was Mario mask wearing Koopa Troopas. And I'm like, what? And then the pumpkins on the piranha plants, I'm like, what? It's not even Halloween. What did I just do? What did I do? I completed the Star Road. After many, and I mean many times dying. I would have to relearn everything, like especially the last 8 levels of the Star Road, to do that again. Now, obviously, the main levels of the base game, all 8 castles, and then Koopa's Castle, I could play through for muscle memory because I've played through them enough. But I know that there's a pea balloon level with saw blades on tracks that I absolutely loathed. Absolutely hated. The amount of times I would hit one of those things or get hit by one of those things. I hated it. And I know that I would have to go through that pain again if I were to ever pull out my super, slot that fucker in there and play it again. Because I still have that sun-washed, yellowed out ass Super Nintendo. But I don't have the same cart of Super Mario Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So my save files are gone. My proof of the pudding is gone. And I know that if I were to ever do it again, then I'll have to do it from scratch. So, of course, 15, 20, 25 years goes by, and I'm still not eager to try that again. Same way with Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country is the same way. Donkey Kong Country 1, Donkey Kong Country 2. I never beat 3. I never beat 3, but DKC 1 and 2, I 105% and 110%. Do you want to post the link out or no? Because Scotty's still wanting to play, and I think Jeff wants to play. And Scotty's on my Twitter, but Jeff isn't. Your call.
I remember one Christmas, I had the NES. I remember getting the Power Glove as a Christmas gift. The most worthless thing to use ever. That was just complete. It was so useless.
The Power Glove was a flex of a peripheral that did not have. It was meant just to flex money and nothing else.
Mm-hmm. It was, yeah, because I had that and I kept trying. I never could figure that thing out. I remember I had the NES Bazooka. That was fun.
Uh-huh.
And then, the good old-fashioned duck hunt with the little pistol, and I'd always hide behind, because I had a waterbed as a kid, 80s. And I'd sit there, you get behind the bed, take cover, and just shoot at the ducks at the TV.
The duck hunt game. The Zapper, NES Zapper.
Hey, check private chat.
Check private chat. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of dings.
Yeah, it's private.
Got dings from my messenger too. Oh, for fuck's sake. This. I'll be right back.
And Tony did it. Let's see. Oh. So, in chat, what are some of your fondest Christmas memories or worst? Hey, whatever you wish to share. I'd like to see from you guys. See what you all have to say. Some of your good Christmas memories or bad, whatever you'd like to share. Let's see another one. Christmas memory for mine. Ooh, I remember a Christmas memory. Actually, one I've forgotten about. It was getting the original Ghostbusters Proton Pack back in the 80s. The little plastic ones. Because you could get the Proton Pack, you could get the trap. And I think they had like a little plastic ghost, and the Proton Pack had, if I remember correctly, had a wand and it had that little yellow curvy bit on it that would spin or something like that, if I remember correctly. But I had that. That was probably one of my best Christmas gifts, was getting that Ghostbusters Proton Pack. It was just a big hunk of solid plastic with a rubber tube. But man, I had so much fun with that as a kid. You know, running around the house, pretending to bust ghosts, throw the trap down the hallway and kick on it because it was air powered, so it would pop the doors open. That was fun. I had a really good time with that. And that was the same year. That was the same year I also for Christmas got the first Ghostbusters Firehouse. I don't know if any of you remember that, the old Ghostbusters Firehouse. It had the side that opened, and it had the little pole that was like grooved, and you could put like your Ghostbuster figurines on there, and they just spin around all the way to the bottom. I love that, and had the car with it and everything. I had so much fun with that. I still wish I had that, because that thing would probably be worth a lot of money today if I still had that in mint condition. So Duncan, right? Scotty, Jeff, what are some of your guys' fondest Christmas memories? I'd like to see what you guys have to say. I think the big thing for me with Christmas, I think the biggest is I've gotten older, especially as I've gotten older now that, you know, my daughter's an adult and grown up and doing her thing is, I guess for me, it's not that it's not important. Just trying to figure out how to put this. Sorry. Not that it's not important, but I guess I have a different appreciation for Christmas now that the child factor is out of it for me, I guess. The easiest way to put it. You know, now she's an adult, I guess for me, I have a different perspective of Christmas now, a different, I guess, appreciation for it, because let's be honest, with Christmas, there is a little materialistic aspect to it. It just is what it is. It is part of it now. But I think now that she's an adult and doing her thing, for me, it's, I guess I have more of an appreciation for what Christmas more means now, especially as I got older and she got older. I kind of different take on it, and, you know, kind of see it more for what it is now, what it should be. I'm not saying I don't enjoy the trees, the lights. I do. I'm talking about for the heart of it, the meaning of Christmas, I guess that's how I put it. I'm not religious. I believe in God. I'm just not religious. So the religious aspect of it is I don't get. But, you know, the part of, you know, being about the birth of Christ and all that, I do understand. Just not all the religious aspect behind it, I guess, is the easiest way for me to put it.
I see you posted your link, sir. And I have returned.
Yay!
People wanting me to come out there and play cards, and I'm already too drunk to drive. I'm like, no.
I'm sobering up. Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna keep drinking.
Oh, I'm out. I never get. I don't drink as much as I used to since I had my
24 of these.
Yeah, I tried their chocolate stout. I didn't like it.
I'm gonna go through about 4 more.
I don't know if I had some whiskey and drink that.
I want to hold on to my scotch for tomorrow for Christmas.
Actually, I wish I had vodka with lime. Water, it's pretty good.
Lime vodka, privyet. Very Soviet. Is it my turn to read the poem?
Yes, it is. Comrade.
I will read the poem now. This poem was written by Sean Carter. This is not mine. It is in the same vein as 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I'm going to finish this beer and we're going to get to it. And away we go, Morty. So go.
Before you start, damn. Poor Duncan, right?
Huh?
Look, I highlighted what Duncan Wright said. Good God.
What?
He said, my last Christmas with my cat, he died mid-January, but
Oh.
yeah, that's brutal, my man.
Oh.
Yeah.
My hive sends their love to you, as I have a hive of children of the furry triangular variety.
My a-hole cat's sleeping.
This song is written by Sean Carter and is called The Night Before Star Trek. And it goes a little bit like this. I'm going to read it as Captain James Tiberius Kirk, General Facsimile thereof. 'Twas the night before Christmas, all through the ship. Not a yeoman was stirring, not even Rand's hips. The engines were shut down by Scotty with care in hopes that St. Nicholas would be there. The crewmen all nestled all snug in their quarters. They had done all they could for the ship to support her, and Bones with some brandy and Spock with his lyre. I my cabin for the night to retire. When out on the hull there came a great noise, I sprang from my bed and called Spock and McCoy. Awake to the bridge I ran with a dash, as klaxon bells rang and warning lights flashed. The moon on the view screen held an eerie green glow and gave the feeling of doom to the planet below. When what's to Spock's sensors did something appear, but enormous starship that still as appeared. I called to Uhura, hail that ship up ahead. Let's hope that its Santa will surely be dead. More rapid than subspace came the boisterous reply, and he popped on the view screen with a twinkling eye. Now Kirk, now Spock. Hold on. Are you going to burp or not? Okay. Now Kirk, now Spock, now Scott and McCoy, now Sulu, Uhura, and Chekhov the boy, to the bow of the ship, to the back of the tail. Now smile, everyone. Have some Romulan ale. As Finney's escape pod before the iron storm flies, he flew his great ship all over the sky, so high up in orbit, the great ship he flew, and we knew that it was Santa, come just for the crew. And then Spock detected from a noise quite dull. It must have been Santa trying to dock with the hull. I canceled the alert, and away went the sound, and out the air vent St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in a spacesuit all shiny and gray, and I ordered security to put their phasers away. A smile on his face and a list of names scribbled. He looked like Cyano Jones trying to sell us a dribble. His gadgets, how they twinkled. The tech, how it varied. It was possible wonders that he...
Cyrano Jones. Cyrano Jones.
Did I read it wrong? I'm drunk. You Cyrano.
I'm drunk too. That's why I'm yelling.
I'm sorry. I love you.
No, I know. Please. This is so glorious, but I had to be an asshole.
Are you done?
Yeah, no. It's the poem is not yet complete. I would really
Tony.
like, yeah, Tony, fucking, please. This is like a hand job without coming. You got to finish it. Oh, did I make him mad? I made him mad.
Oh, come on, Tony.
I know. He was doing so well. I'm sorry. I did interrupt. I interrupted his...
Now, you apologize. You apologize, and you give him Christmas penance.
Well, no. Actually, you know what? Being able to hang out with Tony, and being able to hang out with you, Dark Helmet, this is all Christmas penance. And so I appreciate your grace. I would like to say that first and foremost. Thank you.
Yeah, we're just hanging out and chilling. That's it.
I know, right?
I just want it
And
low key, fun, just BSing and have a
I
little
thought
Christmas fun.
I interrupted Tony, and I have been, dude, you've known me to interrupt. And I'm speaking to you, Dark Helmet.
Oh no, Tony said he was having a microphone glitch.
Oh, okay, thank heavens. What did you think of the rest of Night Court?
I haven't finished watching it yet. I honestly have not caught on the rest of it. What I caught on, well, what I had so far, I was liking it.
Like,
he's
it's not
He's
bad.
got to restart. Tony will be back. I think he's restarting. I've had that issue before.
Okay, great, good. I'm glad it's not me.
No, he was having I've had it on here for whatever reason. It's this freaking StreamYards. It's done its thing.
The internet.
It'll work and then it just stops.
But I never watched the end of it, and apparently they're making a second season, so good for them. Did you watch the one where Roz came back?
That I have not caught yet. That I have not caught
Neither
yet.
me. So I want to, but
I need to catch up to it, but I've just been doing other things with life.
yeah, other things than watching Night Court. Good for you. Actually, that is success.
That's like I've been Christmas. I always take a break from just like social media. I stay away from it and I just enjoy
Well,
Christmas.
you're doing a great job tonight.
Yeah, we got that far. I was like, let me go ahead and do something again. I haven't done anything in a long time. I was like, let's just do a hangout. That's more me. I'm more just a hangout. I don't.
Can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
Okay, so I asked my sister, and as soon as I asked her for this Christmas present, I asked my sister for a Christmas present, and as soon as I asked her for it, because I've told her that I think it's shit, and I was like, "Can you get this for me?" And she was like, "I know you don't even like it. You just want it, like as a physical thing." I asked her for the complete series of Star Trek Picard on Blu-ray. I know. I don't even want it. I just want someone else to spend money on it.
Oh God, that's it. We can't have that kind of negativity. No, I'm just kidding. We don't like that. We don't like your kind. Sorry. I don't have a mouse pad, so my freaking mouse jumps every once in a while. Hold on, Tony. I see you. Give me 1 second.
I won't speak of it again.
Oh, hey, Scotty, did you see Violent Night?
No.
All right. Now, Cyrano Jones was the correction. I am drunk, and so my cadence is off. Thank you for the correction. Shall I continue?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Hold on.
All right.
Let me give full screen. And go. It's all yours.
All right, talking about the dribbles, nine and find it on damn computer. Ion stole his gadgets, how they twinkled, the tech, how it varied, the possible wonders could be in that bag buried. It passed out the gifts all tied with a bow. And even Spock, I detected a glow. Out came the presents to one and all. Each one was just perfect, not big or too small. He had joy in his face with a wonderful grin, and a space helmet on where his hat should have been. He was cheerful and happy, a refreshing surprise, for we often met danger on our dear Enterprise. The flick of his wrist and the push of a button, the whole crew received gifts just all of a sudden. He spoke not a word, but we all heard his thoughts. I bring good tidings and joy to you brave astronauts. And he opened a box from which came a faint ray, and he smiled at me as he faded away. Aboard his ship when again it was time to depart, but he left us all happy and warmth in our hearts. We all heard his hail as he flew out of sight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Dun 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 dun. There you go.
Who wrote that?
Sean Carter wrote that.
That is
Phenomenal.
yes.
Oh, hey, Tony, you've seen Violent Night, right?
I love that movie.
Did you know that I heard rumor they greenlit a second one and it's supposed to involve Mrs. Claus?
Mm-hmm.
If they do that, I hope she's a Valkyrie since he was a Viking warrior.
Yes. Ah, you know what I could go for? More Christmas spirits, eh? A little bit of this Romulan ale hit the spot, yeah?
You two can handle this a second. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
We're not sponsored by Sapporo, but Scott is indulged by her. What are you doing, Santa?
Drinking what, but yeah?
Oh, you know. I'm Godzilla -1.
Did you finally see it? Oh, by the way.
No, not yet. Not yet.
tell you,
I'm
Philip,
still fucking delinquent. And you know what? I am really looking forward to it. Apparently, there's going to be a re-release in black and white. I don't want to see the black and white one because, Tony, you are a Mad Max aficionado.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And so which one do you prefer? Do you like Blood and Chrome or do you just like regular Mad Max Fury Road?
I like regular Mad Max Fury Road.
Exactly. And so while I am intrigued by a black and white version, I think the color one is the way that they meant to make it, and they're just doing a
Well, to be
kitsch.
fair, the filtration of the color is very Technicolor.
Okay.
It's very palatable to the kind of color that would have just have arrived right after black and white. The reason why they did a black and white cut is they're paying homage to the 1954 Godzilla.
Oh, there was one in 1954?
That was the first one, I think.
Oh.
Black and white, and it was...
That's the one that was before Raymond Burr?
Yes. I think so. Let me actually research this because I am a bit inebriated as it was. So before
Inebriated?
Oh, well, that's the word I use whenever
I'm fine with it. It's fine. It's good. You're fluttered with Elvin.
Yes. 1954 film.
Yes.
Film stars
not starring Raymond Burr.
I don't think Raymond Burr is in it. I believe it is all a Japanese cast.
True.
Tarakata.
But when they imported it to the United States, they incorporated like a whole bunch of Raymond Burr footage.
You goddamn heathen! Shut your mouth. Let's welcome Jeff, the village idiot.
You looking slick,
Fucking Jeff's here.
Hi, Jeff.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Hail! Are you drinking a Budweiser? Please say no. Don't be supporting Anheuser-Busch. You know what
How's it going?
Oh no, I am a transgender.
Uh-oh.
Jeff, what's going on with you? How is your Christmas going? Did you kidnap Santa or are you he?
I don't know, but your hair looks way shorter than last time I saw you.
You pulled it back.
Mine?
No, Jeff.
Did you pull it back?
Please tell me you don't have a man bun.
He got his ears lowered.
It's in the
There
back.
it is.
Oh,
It's
God.
in the back.
God.
No,
Scotty, hand him an
it's
Anheuser-Busch product. He
everywhere.
needs it.
Good to see you, Jeff. How you been? Merry Christmas.
Mane
brother.
and tail. Yes. I like Scotty up there, proving that he can be the Scotty, the red shirt, and the Vulcan.
He's wearing.
You know, the only reason
He's wearing
the
an
only-
admiral's
Man.
suit. He's wearing an admiral's shirt. Don't let him.
Incorrect. Tony. This is a captain's bar.
Ah.
The
Cinematic
admiral is the Starburst. So no.
You are cinematic captain then.
Oh yeah, no, totes. I'm Wrath of Khan. I'm Star Trek 5. No, I'm Star Trek 5.
Did you just use the term totes?
Yeah, no, what? I'm
Somebody get
I'm
this
kinda
basic
gay
white girl a
sometime.
freaking pumpkin spice something.
Shut
Jesus.
up.
Pumpkin spice white claw, girlfriend. Oh my god.
Hey.
I'm drinking Sapporo. Of course, I'm a Valley girl.
I would watch White Claws while watching Star Trek V and pausing on a particular
Oh my
Uhura scene
God.
plenty of times.
If I could find a girl who would watch Star Trek V, I don't care what she's drinking.
Are we
I'll buy
talking
it
about
for
the
her.
desert dance scene?
Yes.
Ah, yeah, that was a good scene.
Oh yeah, no, I enjoy.
That Hiroshima.
See,
the Hiroshima song, Moons Under the Heaven, that's beautiful.
That moon looked fantastic in the background.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Now, yeah, exactly.
I'm the only one not on camera. That means I should probably put the suit on.
It means you fugly.
I am fugly.
I'm fugly. I'm still on camera. I spent
No, I know.
I spent $17
But
on this
I'm
camera. I'm
fugly
using
with
it.
a neck beard. There's a diff.
Yeah, no, I know. But you can't compete with Jeff's beard. He's
No.
got
No, I
such
have a
trim.
neck
And
beard.
He's-
Jeff's beard
that's-
is a full beard.
he's like
I
the
have-
Johnny Unitas of beards.
I have oh my God, how far down that throat is that patch going, beard?
I don't know, man. Then show up.
I usually trim it up to here, but that's for tomorrow morning. We trim it up.
Oh, yes. Delicious. You know what? And I'm the fucking clear skin. I can't grow a beard. Maybe I'm less of a man.
I've tried growing a
Very well.
mustache. No, when I grow a mustache, I look like somebody that shouldn't be near school grounds. It's that bad.
Yeah.
It comes out. It just comes out horrible. I tried growing a mustache. Yeah, I look like I shouldn't have been near school grounds. I'm not even joking. It was that bad. I can't.
When in doubt, when in Rome. Fucking-
Well, in Dark Helmet, I'm with you. The only reason I do shave is so that I can be like closer to school grounds.
I just don't want people staring at me weirdly. Yeah, no, it wrote
Oh,
mine.
they still do.
Mine
The
comes in
beard
patchy.
wouldn't
It's
make a difference.
horrible. This is all I grow right here. My little. Never. I won't say what I call it, but
What do you call it?
a flavor
Carol?
saver.
40.
No, a flavor saver.
There we
Okay.
go.
Give me something for later.
There's my ugly ass troll mug.
My eyes!
you
Oh
look
God! Oh,
You
sorry.
look good, but I can tell you combed your hair.
That's what Kevin Feige did to you.
Hold on. Let me.
You look good.
No. There's
Yes.
my
Well,
my rasp.
you look good-ish.
You're drunk.
Get off my lawn.
Oh my lawn! You bastards!
But that also means that I ain't got to worry about putting on a face anymore because. I need how that works.
Tony, I just want to ask you a question. What was it like directing 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Well, you see, I had to take 155 separate takes of the monkey scene, and I knew that some of my extras had to be
What was
carted off in an ambulance because
Studio
they could not recognize my
47 guy
fucking art.
come in.
I can't believe it. How many reshoots do I have to do to get it right? Yes, I want the blood coming out on the second floor. Those motherfuckers at Fox. Oh, hi.
I think your computer program has an issue back
One
there.
of the Kubrick. There it was.
You know, Tony, your look tonight, it's reminding me of one of my most interesting Christmas stories.
By all means.
2019, I just started working at a bar,
Cheers, man.
and I didn't realize that being the chef also included being the bouncer. And on Christmas Eve, a guy who wore Elvis-style glasses, had long hair and a long beard, very much looking like you, but short and Mexican. And
Mexican Canadians don't like
Well, and
the-
Tony
He,
Tony's 6'2".
yeah, Morty.
we would see eye to eye.
Ah,
But this guy, his drugs and his alcohol did not mix, so he was pretty much standing there drinking water, blacked out most of the night.
mm.
And when we finally pushed everybody out into the parking lot, he lasted about 5 minutes before I was summoned outside because he was broken open on his face. And nobody was going to give me a straight story. And I ended up, less than 2 weeks into this job, holding on to this dude, bleeding out on me, waiting for the paramedics to arrive. And he ended up showing back up about 6 months later, after spending some time in the hospital and being a little
afraid
never
of
changed.
everyone who could beat
he
the
never
fuck out of
changed. He's
him.
still standing there blacked out drunk.
Oh, real D.
But yeah, going home that night,
Oh yeah.
trying to explain to my wife why I'm covered in blood.
Oh,
Oh, it's not mine.
That's a ritual sacrifice. You should be in the clear.
I don't know. I don't
Well,
know. And I have to ask, was that a traumatic experience? Not that it was something that happened to you, but something that you saw happen to someone else. Like, did he deserve it? Like, just because he got the
No.
shit fucking like ripped from him?
No, but the last thing anybody needs is the one person that they think should know what they're doing is to panic.
Right.
So
True.
when you're in a position where you're the one in charge, you're
Yeah.
the last person who can break. So it's kind of a, I never asked for this leadership position, but damn it, if somebody's going to be bleeding out, it's going to be me and not on a customer.
Yeah.
That doesn't look
Sounds
good
like
for
a
business.
Scott Hall.
Imagine
Sounds
the
like a
death
Scott
of-
Hall moment. Hey Tony, your mic's all messed up, bro.
I admire your ability to take step up. Way to Santa Claus it. You know who knows how to do shit? Santa.
Anybody else hearing that
Christmas
feedback?
and
Got
Whatever.
reindeer to talk.
I don't think I'm feedbacking.
No, it's Tony. I can
Oh,
see him
is
when he
he-
talks. When he talks, it gets like real crickety. It's really weird. I know what it is. It's probably StreamYard, I'm sure. Hey, just restart and come back. Yeah, I know it's a pain in the butt.
I think it's a setting.
It might be. I don't.
You want to say hi to the guys?
Yeah, let's say hi to the
Did love it.
guys.
Don't worry, Tony will be back. It's his mic or something. I don't know.
Chubby
not sure.
Checker or Chubby Cakes?
Chubby Chaser, where?
Oh no, you got a chat.
Oh no, I'm looking. Chubby Cakes. All right, Chubby Cakes. We have to know. What did you laugh way too hard at? We have to know.
It was
Come on.
my mom.
Oh, come on, Chubby. Tell us. What'd you laugh way too hard at? We need to know. Oh, now they said ish. Oh, there's no ish. No, there's no ish with that. You laugh.
I
oh, hold
use
on.
ish all the time. Stop being a pussy.
You're,
I'm allowed to-
you're Canadian. Be quiet.
All right, that's true. That's true. I
better?
will.
Yep. Now I hear you.
Piece of shit.
That's it.
Well,
Jeff's above you.
Except for the way you
Jeff is
look.
my executive producer. All right, he could be as far up as he wants to be.
Everything is like your sound is great, but you still look like you.
Here we go. I got to teabag Scotty here in a minute.
All right. No,
I
I'll
didn't,
be
I
good.
didn't want
I'll
my
be good.
balls bouncing off of Jeff's forehead.
You
They're
know,
only for you, Scotty.
I have
Wait a minute, I gotta get my
I
hair
have a
out.
voice for
I could
radio,
be on
but
the
I also
hair
have a
side.
face for radio.
You know what,
You work with what
Tony?
you have. You work with
I'm
what you
busting your chops. You're a gorgeous man.
Hey, Scotty, you want to read
have.
that?
That's the guy who's
Yeah, I do.
That was the comment when we asked. They answered the question. What they
When
laughed.
you called him out on totes. See, but I should be called out on totes because it's really it's lame.
Yeah, but it's you.
It is me.
Like it's in
I
your
say
lexicon.
heavens. I say my stars. I say totes.
I wish I had
Mhm.
my fucking Santa hat. I have a green one because I'm naughty.
Ah, no. Do you have a backwards hat? Can you be Silent Bob?
Dude, you know what's funny is I could do Jay's voice, but I have the Silent Bob look.
You do have a Silent Bob look. You know what? Okay, so I dated a girl who was a brunette and she was shorter than me, and I'm kind of blonde looking. And I was like, we should do a couple's costume. We should be Jay and Silent Bob. And then I talked to a friend of mine about it, and it was like, you're asking your girlfriend to be a short, fat, bearded man. And I was like, good point. Never ask. Why would I want to fuck that?
In this day and age,
So
In
Scott,
this day and age, I'm still heterosexual.
so Scotty, kind sir, since this is the night of the Christmas.
Canadian standards.
Mr. Kubrick, shut up. You fuck what you want. I'll fuck what I want.
Well, when you're as successful of a director as me, you can afford whatever you want.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
I told-
Weinstein.
I
that
told
includes all the mental health issues that Kelly Duvall has.
Cheers to that asshole, Harvey fucking Weinstein.
No, I won't cheers to that asshole. That asshole fucking terrible. All right, easy there, fucking. What the hell?
I'm surprised you didn't deep throat it.
Ah,
Man.
mortals know not how to drink.
See, when you throw away a bottle, it looks dangerous. When I throw away a can, no damage.
Chubby Cakes, who is a veteran of many Stark parties, has seen me drink like this for over 10 years.
Delicious.
Morty. Speaking of which,
This channel is living. This channel is totally living up to its name.
It is. It
Drinks
is.
and opinions. We're all giving our
Hold on,
opinions, and
hold on.
everybody's drinking.
This,
I love it.
that one, Morty.
Special.
Yeah. Are you jealous that I have a portal gun? That's how I escape.
No, I'm not. No.
That's how I escape Harvey attack.
You know what? Hang on,
Harvey
Tony. Tony.
wins 6+ times. What?
Okay, okay. Do you want me to give you the good one first, or do you want me to show you a bunch of shit before the good one?
Are we gonna do a show and tell? Because then we'll totally.
No, I'm gonna do it right now, but I asked you a question. Do you want the good one first? Or do you want
All
the
with the bad.
rest and
Bad
then the
news
good
first.
one?
Bad news
You
first.
know what? I owe Scotty an unboxing, and I also owe Scotty a gift.
So here's the Black Widow.
Big fan
She's
of that.
dead.
Uh-huh.
No. We
And
didn't
then there's this guy. He's Thor.
Hold on.
He's an Avenger.
Uh-huh.
And then this is the good guy. He's the one who
You're
will
all
save
doing
your he will save your soul. And then this guy doesn't have a penis.
This guy's a rude ass YouTuber.
And
that
then
hates
this guy loves purple. And then this guy, he's got a bow and arrow. And these guys, they don't care. So anyway, that was the bad part. Here's the good part.
Yeah, sure.
Oh Lord, here it comes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Sure. Hang on, sir.
It's like watching two 5-year-olds show off their Christmas gifts and
Shut up and
arguing
I
about
buy
who has
it's
better
Christmas.
ones.
What the? Oh, no one likes toys on
Hey
Christmas.
Tony, tell us you haven't been laid in 10 years without telling us you haven't been laid in 10 years.
I had this thing hanging on my back just last week while fucking abroad.
Prophylactic.
Like, does that mean you were fucking a lady, or you were just having sex in a
No,
different
he was on a porn site with exotic women. That's his side.
Hey, the fact that I pay for it doesn't make a difference.
I've never actually paid for sex. Well, that's not true. I've never actually done transactional sex. Like I
paid for
bought
sex
dinner.
after sex.
Well,
We always pay
well,
for
no,
sex.
I've been in relationships where I had to pay.
Oh, Tony just dropped the hammer.
Oh no, his penis.
No, that Thor's hammer.
Yeah, that's
Trust-
what I said. His
If he try-
penis.
No, his camera doesn't zoom in that far. It doesn't. He could put a pair of glasses on the camera and you still wouldn't be able to see it.
All right.
You just got to follow the wet spot.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, when he took that snap to save humanity, it took something from him.
His penis.
Would you snap for humanity if you knew that would have been the cost?
No, of course.
Well, it's a sacrifice, none
I saved the best for
the less.
Lord knows.
Am I the only one that
Spider-Man
thinks
can come
Tony
back,
has a?
or I can keep my penis.
Am I the only one that wonders if Tony doesn't have
Sorry.
some
But you're
already
blow up
dead.
female action figure that he likes to rub on vigorously every once in a while?
Oh my god.
I have like 7 fleshlights, one for every day of the week. I've got
There you
a
go, Scary.
Baroness.
Like the
I've got a
ultimate
Lady
lesbian
J.
collection.
I've got an
He's got the
RC
ultimate
from
MCUs.
Transformers.
Did you
I've
just-
got Gadget from Chippendale Rescue Rangers. And
My son
3
loves
more that are just as embarrassing.
Why do I have a
Son
feeling
loves
Tony has
Gadget.
Tony has watched that movie, worn that gauntlet, and I bet you he's cranked one out while wearing it.
Oh no! Hey, don't worry about that detail. My penis is way too small.
No, I'm pretty sure. No, dude. If anybody asks you about your penis, you have to say it's big.
Or you
We
could
went
just blame
Yeah.
any girlfriend named Pepper.
I have a pepper, or did, but then she realized I was a drunk asshole and broke up with me.
Yeah, but that couldn't have taken long.
No, they just made her lame and gay.
Let's not talk about that. All right, now I get to show you.
Let's recast her, lame and gay.
Now I get to show you the stuff I made.
Okay.
So now
If you show me a pit,
huh?
well, no, with a woman at the bottom of it that you have to put lotion on.
No, this is one I made.
Hmm.
You think I'm joking? I'm not.
No, I can see it. It's on camera.
This is a Mark 42 gauntlet that I made. This is what I'm
Nice.
giving away when I get monetized. One moment. This is a bit ramshackle assembled.
Oh, I can't wait to win it.
It's the best OnlyFans I've ever seen.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, my wiggly prize doesn't
Give me a
work.
seizure, too. Check me out, give me a seizure. Let's go, Tony.
Like, you gotta mount those fingers, yo.
And at that exact moment, he fried out the optics on his freaking camera.
It is a hunting
And he
laser.
gave his
It's
cat.
an 80-watt
he
hunting
gave his cat a
laser.
heart-
Why doesn't my camera work anymore?
Are you ready to see the cats chase the little green dot?
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Torture your cats. Oh, man. I just realized I'm out of weed.
I got weed. You
Sucks.
can't have it.
Thanks. Send it to me. Beam it to me.
Use your high-tech shit, Tony.
I got nothing. I'm
If
not
I blow it
Tony,
into
though,
the
so
camera,
I
does it
win.
hit you?
My cats are ignoring it.
No, the weed store is open tomorrow. I'll be fine.
Ours
There
are
you
actually
go,
closed
folks.
tomorrow here.
There's the
Yeah,
show
well.
and tell.
Well,
Scotty
today
had to
actually.
show off his figurines, and I had to
What
show
state you in?
my shit.
Missouri. It's
Oh,
legal
I
here.
don't.
Recreational is legal here.
Sure. But also, there is, there's a sanctity to Christmas. And we're just, I don't know, we're a communist free market here in
Well, I'm
Ontario.
I'm sure somebody will be open. I know the one I go to now. They're closed tomorrow. It's kind of
Yeah,
like they give the people a day off for Christmas, but it's our first Christmas having it. So
Oh, but when
Yeah.
there's nowhere to buy booze. And so if I want to go buy booze tomorrow, I'm going to find the biggest sharp object that I can. And I'm going to go to where the music is playing. And I'm just going to say, give me beer. And if
What
they don't
kind of-
give me beer, then I'm going to stab them in the throat.
good heavens! It's not
I
their
know,
Christmas
it's
day.
drastic.
Oh, these mortals and their quandaries of how they seek life.
I'm just saying, it's not an ideal plan. It's not even a plan. I'm just saying, if I run out of booze, I'm going to get a sharpened stick and, pillage the countryside.
with a stick.
Sharpened.
Keyword.
Sharpened stick.
Keyword.
Be
addendum.
surprised if he's in a blue state. It's gonna work great.
Well,
I'm in fucking Canada. I can get away with murder.
Oh yeah, with a pig farm.
Well, and you know what? They're not that far away from me.
I see.
Dude. Hey, maybe you could trade for some bacon.
Okay,
Just call it
ease up for a second. This isn't Skyrim.
Oh, that's coming next week on my show.
Oh, you're coming on your show next week?
What?
No, I know that was a cheap joke, and I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
You're
Sorry.
doing the Avengers Skyrim.
I am. Somebody's been doing their homework.
Well, I enjoy your advertising, and I'm looking forward to your programming.
Oh, it's gonna be really.
Yeah, I don't care what you think it's going to be. I can't wait to see it.
Chubby Cakes here has tested it thoroughly.
Delicious.
So, the mod list is prepared. Muskets and weapons and Thanos and Avengers will be in Skyrim very soon. Very soon.
Well, I was talking to my friend Jill. You've met Jill.
Ah, Jill. Who? Oh yeah, that Jill.
She's anti-derivative.
Yeah.
And she was saying that she doesn't understand Skyrim and she doesn't understand the Avengers. She's not a comic book person.
What?
So she doesn't know what the narrative or the and I don't know what Skyrim is. In fact, I couldn't care less. But I do love Marvel, so I'm interested in the Avengers aspect. I'm always on your side when it comes to the Avengers aspect. But you're like a Tony Stark, and unfortunately, I'm Team Cap.
Well, I have the shield. My dad made it. It's mine.
All right, gentlemen. We're gonna be cutting this off here in a few minutes.
Really?
I'm getting
Yeah,
tired.
I just got in the mood to party. Okay.
I know. I'm getting tired because I actually woke up to do this.
I don't know. Do I do an
Well,
hour?
catch the last of your show and then do this.
One does not stream twice in one evening.
Why not?
Algorithm.
Santa Claus.
Algorithm.
Oh. Well, so anyway,
Algorithm to betray us.
as me, a gentleman with absolutely nothing but promotion for my own X channel, I am an X-Man. Please follow me at ScottyR37. I am in, like, what am I? I'm a scallywag, but commissions are available. So.
Commission.
And on the Phantasmagorium, I do like to hang out there and subscribe to Cinema Gulp and subscribe to Anti-Derivative Jill. I'm done.
And what about your OnlyFans?
Oh, no, always. Yeah, totally. At ScottyR37. That's where you can watch me masturbate.
He's the only guy that makes money, so people don't have to watch him do it.
I know.
Whatever works. Whatever works.
I got such a bad, I don't have a good stroke.
Don't have a good stroke.
Yeah. It's all, I don't have rhythm.
What are the batting cages?
You know what? I got to train. You're right. I do have to train.
It'll
I gotta
strengthen that wrist.
Figure it out. I don't know. You're right. But I'm just saying I'm not good at it right now.
That's unfortunate.
Well, no, it's good for you if you don't want viewers when you just sit on the internet and masturbate. Because if you do that, at a certain point,
man, I gotta have a belt around my neck. I gotta be dangling.
When no one watches
weird pictures of tentacles and shit. I gotta be wearing
maybe
a diaper. I gotta be playing with fucking chocolate syrup. I gotta pretend.
So you gotta be like the guy from Kung Fu where he choked himself out doing that and accidentally
stick a hose in my butthole and fucking pump me full of helium so I'm a balloon.
Well, that's excessive.
So what other fucking weird ass fetishes are out there? Oh yeah, I got to be eaten by a frog. I gotta.
What are you, Miss Piggy?
She had a frog in her throat.
Yeah, DeviantArt. It's a weird place.
Anyway, you said you were wrapping up. Anyway, I have to thank you for letting me be on. It was
no
a
problem.
great pleasure. Merry Christmas, and this has been a
Merry
jam.
Christmas, Drunk
Merry
Geek.
Christmas. What about you, Jeffo? Anything you want to say? Final words?
I'll have a party after Doomcock tomorrow, Jeff.
I'll be there. You know it.
Now hold on to your money
Yeah.
now. I mean it. I gotta be giving you that talk. As long as you can afford it, that's cool. But as soon as you can't,
If I couldn't afford it, I wouldn't be sending it to you.
okay. Just as long as you're good. Period. I can go with eating ramen. But you don't have to. I'm here for you, not the other way around, okay?
It's not the way it works.
Huh?
That's not the way this works.
All right. Well, you're a board member on the Stark of Iron team. The first board member on the Stark of Iron team.
I appreciate it,
Producer,
brother.
executive producer, that don't matter. You're a board member.
Right.
Bar-
Well, you caught me because you stay up late. I'm on the West Coast, and not a lot is going on the West Coast other
Mhm.
than car chases. So if I want to see good content after Doomcock, that's when you caught me, because
Mhm.
you stayed up late, and it's like, hey, this is great. Granted, caught me at a bad time. That works. But after that, it was like, dude, this is
Well,
my home.
it's like whenever you really needed me to console you, I wanted to make sure that you were okay. And so I gave you the lowdown on my spiritual philosophy and my relationship with God. And I hope that it has helped you with your relationship with God.
Oh yeah,
And
no, that was a great night, and that's why I keep coming back, because now it's a fellowship as far as I'm concerned.
I will drink to you, brother. Let's finish this right fast. Hold on. Oh, cheers. Merry Christmas. God, Joel.
Merry Christmas. And I look forward to tomorrow night.
Will you be with me at the castle before we drill car back up?
Oh yeah.
He'll be starting
Yeah,
at
he said he was going on at 7, right?
7 Central, 8 Eastern, and since you're Pacific, that would be 4 for you? 4 p.m.? 5.
Should be 5. 3 hours from East Coast.
Yep.
Right?
5 for you. And he's probably going to run it for 2 or 3. Jesus Christ, Morty. It's a lot of beer. You're always
Anything you want to say, Tony? Any final words, say, audience?
Merry Christmas. God bless us, everyone. Merry Chrysler. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy holidays. Happy solstice. Happy Festivus.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad, which of course is just Spanish for Merry Christmas.
Exactly.
The point is this time of the year, and this is just not me being inebriated and sentimental. Well, more sentimental than inebriated. This is the time of the year that we can forgive bygones. We can forgive trespasses. Auld Sang Line is a thing, and may all trespasses be forgot. And I know that there are people out there, probably listening in as we speak, that don't feel that way, but I offered the Christmas truce, and I meant it. And if you will allow me to sing a song before you head, I got one more in me before we head. That's totally up to you, depending on if you need to cut it or not.
No, you're fine. You can do it.
All right. And this is to honor the Christmas truce and its purposes in entirety. is this song was written by Sabaton, which was a much younger metal band than a lot of these metal bands that I've listened to throughout the course of my years. I'll be singing this a cappella, and I'll be leaving some bridges out to avoid the algorithmic desires to prey upon you. And I feel like I should get on this before this new hole in my liver develops. So it goes a little bit like this. This honors the Christmas truce of 1914, and it goes a little bit like this. I'm probably going to botch because I'm drunk, but here we are. Silence. Oh, I remember the silence on a cold winter day, after many months on the battlefield, and we were used to the violence. Then all the cannons went silent, and the snow fell. Voices sang to me from no man's land. We are all friends. And today we are brothers, tonight we are friends. A moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we are brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has arrived and the snow turns the ground white. Hear carols from the trenches, we sing a holy night. Our guns laid to rest among snowflakes. A Christmas in the trenches, a Christmas on the front, far from home. Oh, madness. Oh, I remember the sadness. We were hiding our tears in a foreign land where we faced our fears. And we were soldiers, carried the war on our shoulders for our nations. Is that why we bury our friends? We are all friends. And tonight we are brothers. Tonight we are all friends. A moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we are brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has arrived and the snow turns the ground white. Hear carols from the trenches, we sing a holy night. Our guns laid to rest among snowflakes. A Christmas in the trenches, a Christmas on the front, far from home. And today we are brothers, tonight we're all friends. A moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we are brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has returned and the snow turns the ground white. Our Christmas on the front line, we walk among our friends. We don't think about tomorrow, the battle will commence. When we celebrate Christmas, we thought about our friends, those who never made it home when the battle had commenced. And this goes out to veterans who serve in our nations, serve in our country. Don't ever forget why you're out there. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless all the ships at sea. Back to you, Dark Helmet.
There we go. Well done, sir. I'd like to thank everybody for coming on today and talking and having a little bit of fun. I definitely would like to thank the chat out there for coming out tonight and having a good time and talking and hanging out
I
with us.
brought as many as I could for you.
Oh, no, it's fun. I had a good time. I'm good with it. I'm grateful for everybody that came. I wish you all the very merriest of Christmas today, in my case. May God be with you. May God bless you. And may the next 2024 be less of a pain in the ass.
Yay, verily.
But you all have a great evening, morning, and have a blessed Christmas. Bye.
Bye.
Toodaloo.